Hi, it's the 11th of May 2018, around about 5:30 p.m. Well, I've just finally done it. I've finally had my first online date, fully, from woe to go. Now, the way I looked at it was this. First, I started off, this was 2 o'clock my time, 2 p.m. my time, 12 midday her time. She turned up on time. Okay. So I immediately gave her 5 out of 10. I thought that was excellent. Because I've had so many no-shows. I've sent money, and I sent money here too, and they just haven't shown up. So immediately I gave her 5 out of 10, and I told her if she shows up with what I paid for, 1 hamburger, 2 wine, I'll give her an additional 2 out of 10. That'll take her to 70 out of, or 70%. What do they say? 90% of success is just turning up. Yep, I agree with that actually. I think that's a big part of it. Yeah, and if they just did that, if AB just did that, that was good for me. Okay. Now we had a bit of a glitch because she was at the shop buying the hamburger. That took a long time, took over an hour. At the Linda Chewer shop, I've shown you a shot of it. Yeah, that took over an hour. And look, I used to have a business with my wife, an online business. We helped small business owners who had accounting software. We helped them with their accounting software. We either taught them how to use it in the first place, or we helped them with problems they had along the way. And she always said the big thing is you must be punctual, because clients go to pieces if you don't turn up. And I know exactly what she means now. Because you think, you don't know, your mind starts playing all sorts of tricks. And I'll be honest, AB, leading up to, I thought, like so many others, yeah, she won't turn up. I was already thinking of the mail I was going to send to her that was just, you bloody, yeah, but she was there. She was there on time, which is good. It's a big plus. And it's not her fault because she had to go to the Linda Chewer shop to organise everything, to buy the hamburger and everything. This is what I was saying. Really, if you can get the thing to work, then what you do is text message something. They'd send a boy down, with your hamburgers and wine or whatever else you wanted. That way you stay with the customer the whole time. Okay, so we got to the date. Interesting. They don't drink there, okay? That's not something they used to do, and it's all, how we go for a date. You sort of conjure up this mental image of you go to the restaurant, you sit down, and you sit there and you politely chat, and they said, nah, none of that happens there. Okay. First thing she did was show me a pussy. That was good. Oh, that was after she sculled a couple of quick, glasses of wine. Yep, the pussy came out. Yep, that was fine. That was okay. And next thing we had ice cream, avocado ice cream. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which was sort of a bit out of order because after that came the hamburger, and then she started off drinking. it was just. And I thought, how am I going to sell this to the mgtow guys? Because they just really aren't this way. But it was a little bit like going out with a teenager. Look, I enjoyed it. Because I like AB. It was a load of fun. She couldn't hear me. Something was wrong with my mic, so we were stuffed up there. But I could hear her. She's not bad at English, but she types well. Yeah, so I'd have to say, look, you got to expect it's a bit rough at first. That they're not used to the normal dining experience. So yeah, it's sort of like taking a 15-year-old out for a meal. They're going to be all over the place, and that's exactly what it's like. I bloody deviant that I am, just immediately thought, oh, I wonder what the other sisters are like. Can't wait to try them. Um, but I shouldn't think that way, I guess. But you can't help it. Yeah, but look, I don't think mgtow are the market for this. I think you guys, you're on a different trip. But I actually, if I can settle them down a little bit, I think I still think the older Aussie male is the way to go. But I first have to sort of get them to relax a little and understand the meal experience and to be able to have a few drinks without sort of, being like a teenager. But the older Aussie male, I think, would probably enjoy their company, particularly when they start talking seriously. Just about how they're going to get by, what they've got, what their plans are, what they're doing, and then when that all settles down, it's pretty good for an older man. But it starts off all mad because look, just not used to the dining experience. I wouldn't have thought it was such a big deal, but come on, we've been dining out for years. Most of you guys were doing it since you were 10, younger. You're probably almost out of the. It's so there's nothing to ask, but to them it's unusual. They just don't know how to behave. Yeah, so I thought it was an interesting experience. I loved it. We've finally done it. And AB finally spent more than three, or somebody spent more than 3 minutes eating and drinking with me. Um, and that's been the trick. It's sort of been pretty much less than 2 minutes up to this point. But they're finally starting to come out of it. And hopefully, I'll date AB again. I'd like to talk to her about, okay, what are the next plans? What are we going to do now? What are we going to do? And we'll get everything sorted out on the way. But at this stage, I'd have to say, tick, they've got the bank account organised. Now I say, tick, they've organised a date with what I bought for them. Plus, they've turned up on time. I'll have to figure out. I don't think it's wise to leave, a guy sitting there while they go and buy the hamburger. I think I'll have to do. I'll either buy it ahead of time, get a little bit more organised that way, but not bad. Okay, so it's a definite improvement, and it's better than anything else I've got out of the Philippines so far. But we're getting there. Look, as I said, I don't expect mgtow to but maybe you got a father, or some old guy that just wants company. It's like they're carrying on with all this bloody show the puss. Most of us old guys aren't interested. Well, not that interested. Well, jeez, I tell you, it's not. Look, they make life difficult, okay? Um, yeah, but it's and look, the thing that sticks in my mind. I hate to say this, but AB was talking about the women she knows who wants a man. Okay, so make no mistakes, they're after men. They're you're in the crosshairs, right? But one of them, she just went, and she was counting, on her fingers. Yeah, my brother died 6 days ago. Yeah, well, they're going to need they're going to need a man. I thought, oh my god, that's. I think that really drove home to me just how life is there. Yeah, he died 6 days ago. They're going to need a man. Yeah, the guy's hardly, cool in his grave, and but that's how they are. But and they don't make any. There are no bones about it. It's just that's it. Okay, it's very real. So I mean, make of it what you will. You can say what you like, but that's how they are, and it's very honest. And I kind of like it, and I kind of support that. It's not sort of hidden in all this subterfuge, and you do this and you do that. Oh, won't life be great and that sort of thing, and then you end up 20 years later, and guys like me are there trying to help, pull up the guys out of the shit before they, top themselves. This is honest. It's upfront. It's honest. You can talk to AB, yeah, they're after money, they're after a man, they're after support, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to change. You're not going to find that out later. You find it out up front. Yep, and they'll put the pussy up front too. Yep, look at it, check it out. And the arse, yep, and the tits and everything else. Yep, it's all there. We don't give a shit about that. And then they get to it. Yeah, okay, so this is what I've got. I've done this. Next, I'm going to do this. Next, like AB was saying, yep, right, I've got my postal ID. And she showed me a passport that she got. Next, she's going to get a visa. I said, where to? She said, anywhere. I said, okay. So I'm sort of thinking along the same lines. First, I've got you this. Next, I'm going to get you that. Next, I'm going to get you. It's very survivalist. I mean, you can make of it what you will. You can say what you like. I don't give a shit. But when somebody is telling you up front, making it really, really bloody obvious and clear to you, you can't sort of say later, oh, well, I didn't know that. Because they're telling you, bang, that's what it's all about for us. And I like it. Because it's a shitload better than the way we do things, which is all hidden, it's all disguised under this of nothingness, and then you find out later and you think, well, fuck it. It was just all bullshit. These guys, at least, they'll have fun, and they'll tell you what they're on about. I can't blame you if you're not interested. But if you know any, your father, grandfather, great-grandfather even, might want to actually, I don't know, just sort of help out a little bit. All you've got to do is just, even if you just say, look, I'm just buying a couple of drinks for a bit of fun. Oh, look, they're going to show you the tits and the pussy and everything else. It'll cost you, a few drinks, a bit of a laugh, and you help them out, give them a drink, buy them a meal. Cost you, what today cost me? $20 Aussie, $15 US. I had a good time, spent all afternoon with it. Just as an idea, it's just, no, I'll stick with it. I think I might have a date with Bina next. Apparently Anne dances. Anne's the other sister. She dances. I don't know whether I like dancing that much. I don't mind being her. She's good to talk to. God knows what she's going to get up to. Oh dear. Anyway, it's good talking to you. And I'll talk to you later. Oh, links in the description as usual, okay? If you want to get in contact with them, just go, knock them up and Skype. Say, hi, it's me. I'm from Magic's channel. Take care. Bye.